Davido's Awuke actually broke record, and a lot of people, they are really coming out to undermine Davido's achievement with this. Davido's Awuke broke Wizkid's record, and Wizkid does not want to accept this. I think people around these guys are not making it easy for these guys to find peace within themselves. That is something I got to understand, and I will speak about that. I will get you to understand the big story around it, because Wizkid actually came out to mock Davido when it was first reported that on the first day of stream of Awuke on Spotify, it actually got about 400 and something thousand streams, and a lot of people can really understand that from a dynamic point of view. Not until the real data started coming out that we got to understand that Davido actually got 1.9 million streams against Wizkid's 1 million streams on Spotify on the first day of release. Before I dive into the story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Guys, the latest song of Davido is Awuke. I think Davido actually came with a different pattern on the song, and it has been a great campaign of that song at a time like this with Davido, and started a challenge on social media. A lot of people are now keying into the challenge, and this is really getting a driving force on stream platforms for this particular song. That is something I got to understand, and a lot of people can still understand that Davido decided to use a bridge to connect to a very young audience, that is a person of Pella and Jarvis actually got Davido on that. They were on live stream and donations were made, and a lot of people can really understand that Davido gave it to the team that actually came live with him. That is interesting, and somehow a lot of people are saying that Davido is the king of PRO when it comes to entertainment in Nigeria. This guy understands the dynamics of social media, and TikTok is the in thing right now, and we have younger population on TikTok compared to Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. That is something I got to understand about this big story, and somehow some people are now responsive on this. Based on Awuke challenge, some people are already keen into it. The likes of Zlatan Ibile and a lot of others are really helping to drive Awuke challenge right now. Let's talk about the issue at hand. Wizkid actually came out to mock Davido on this, when it was first reported that Davido's first day stream on Awuke didn't get up to 1 million stream on Spotify like he did. According to the first report, Davido's Awuke got about 494,000 streams on Spotify on the first day of release. This is owing to the fact that there was a loss in tracking. That is something I got to understand. I will explain to you guys about all of this. I saw FCs coming out to blast out Davido and all those things, and some persons are really coming out to say that does not matter to an extent if you are a legendary artist. That is something I need to talk about. That the likes of Danny Rega is coming out to say something about this. According to Danny Rega, I said big artists are not concerned or moved by streams. That is something he actually said about all of this. They don't pay attention to that. They see that as a real distraction, and that is really a statement to the likes of Wizkid, who came out to mock Davido for not getting up to 1 million streams on Spotify on the first day of release. That was a false statistics that was first published, and then we got the real statistics from Davido's camp and from Spotify itself. Davido actually got in 24 hours 1.9 million streams on Spotify. That is the biggest, and it's a record that has been set for African artists. That is something you need to understand, because Davido is a pace setter. Wizkid actually got about 11 million streams on Spotify after a week of that song dropping, but Davido was able to crush it to 14.3 million streams, and Asake actually set another benchmark in 5 days, 15 million streams on Spotify. That is really interesting to understand. A lot of people, they need to understand it from a dynamic point of view. The likes of Wizkid needs to accept that Davido understand the PR, and this guy is forming a bridge between him and the younger population, and they are really getting engaged with Davido. He started off a challenge. It's not that you have to drop a song out there and leave it to trend like that. Davido is really involved and active on promoting his brand and his song, and that has actually kept Davido so relevant in Africa. That is something I got to understand. What is your own take about this? What is your own sense about that? Your own opinion? You can put that in the comment section. When Wizkid came out to mock Davido on this, Buju was really put in the center of everything. I think Buju is allowing himself to be used as a beef bait between Davido and Wizkid and Burna Boy. That is not going to work for Buju and help his career. He needs to focus more on reconciliation, on kind of love, promoting yourself. That is what I will advise Buju on. Wizkid is using this guy as a shield to an extent, and a lot of people like Burna Boy is always on Buju to an extent, and Buju has been set against Davido. They were supposed to drop a song together. Because of conflict issues, it didn't drop anymore, and Buju didn't know how to actually work around that. That is something I got to understand about this big story. What are your own takes about it? Let me explain further about loss of tracking of Davido's streams on Spotify. Yes, there's a standard time to actually upload on Spotify, which is normally 12 a.m. on Spotify's time, and that is the standard time. But Davido uploaded on Nigerian time, that is about 7:30 p.m., which was not the standard time for Spotify to actually track. That gave a wrong signal and data at a time, and now it has been corrected that Davido actually got 1.9 million streams on Spotify at that time. That is something I kind of understand about that. A lot of people coming out to mock Davido, you don't really understand the stats, and the statistics, they are all out there, and a lot of people can see for themselves. That is another thing we need to key into and get to understand. For me, I feel that Davido understands the PR game to an extent, and this guy is making do with that and has activated another challenge on this Aoki, and this Aoki is really getting the attention of the young people out there based on what I'm seeing on social media and Spotify right now. That is something I can really share with you on this. What are your own takes about this? Don't fail to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel so far. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.